Brandon Lang. Good morning, Brandon.
Two things. One, I heard blueberries.
Blueberries.
Blueberries can increase your life expectancy.
I've heard that too.
Tons of them. And blueberries beat cancer. I got that from a very reliable source. Number two, real quick. Years ago, caddied for one of the top 3 heart surgeons in the world.
Yeah.
Great conversation with him over 4.5 hours. And he said, 2 glasses of red wine a night for your heart. And he said, stress kills everyone because stress ignites the cancer cells in your body. And he said that's where all your problems, if you keep your stress level down, everything else pretty much lays dormant. That's like it's gasoline to fuel with stress. And that's where all your other health problems come. And it was an unbelievable conversation. And I'm like you. I'm right there in the same boat you are. You're 53, I'm 54.
Yeah.
You start thinking about it, man, because it once you hit 40, life sped up like you're on Autobahn.
Yeah, it's really, when you think about it.
And one of the reasons why I never had kids was because when you have kids, they say it speeds it up double. And then I finally had a kid at 45. And now she's 8, and they're right. It's scary when you hit your 50s. You're on the other side of that mountain. You climbed up that mountain your whole life as a kid, but once you hit 50 and you're on the downside of that mountain, it's like you're on a ski slope now.
You're falling down the mountain.
I swear to God, I was talking to Rob Esch. We had a media party. The Utica Comets AHL team, Brandon. Rob Esch, former goalie with the Philadelphia Flyers. Played on the Olympic team. He is one of the principal owners of the Comets here and has done an incredible job. And Rob said to me, listen, I'm not meaning this to be offensive, but you're getting old. You got to start. And I'm like, thanks, Rob. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Well, it's true, though. It's absolutely true. You got to get stuff done. You got to get it done. Time is a-ticking.
Yep.
All right.
By the way, Breaking Bad, number 1 greatest show ever in the history on television, in my opinion.
It is a you know what? I'm saving this. I haven't seen this show yet, so
don't because I binge watched it. I watched all.
What is it?
All
7
seasons. I watched all 7 seasons in 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
I would stay up until 3 in the morning. My wife's like, "You got issues." I'm like, "I'm addicted." It's like I've never done crack, but this was crack to me. I couldn't put it
meth,
down.
Brandon.
Ironically, it was meth. So, all right, here we go. How about, first of all, and you know I'm a Bills fan, how about that Bills game? Holy crap. That was just unbelievable, wasn't it?
I thought it was unbelievable. I didn't touch that game. My best bet was Philly over the Rams. And by the way, your boy Brandon Lang's 11-2 in December, so this is as good as it gets. But I thought it was for fans. It cold but fun to watch.
Yeah.
These guys slopping around. You didn't even know what yard line they were on. When they would cut away in a clip to show a clip of that game, I'm like, what yard line they on? How do you know they even got a first down?
I don't know how they did it. I don't know how the referees pulled. It's funny. It was a short game until it wasn't. It was moving so quickly because everything was run. The clock just kept ticking all game long.
Yeah, that's what happens in the NFL when the ball didn't hit the ground. But right now, there's no line on the game. Don't know why. I think it's the quarterback situation for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Whether it's Peterman or Taylor, but there's no line on the game now.
What happens if it's neither one? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Then they won't put it up. And if it's who's I don't even know
Webb,
who the
Joe
third-string
Webb.
quarterback for Buffalo is.
Joe Webb.
Okay, so it's Joe Webb. I imagine the line's going to be a pick 'em just like it was for the Indy game. And in that case, I would probably I won't even watch this game because although I had Miami Dolphins on Monday night, I probably wouldn't touch the game. Jay Cutler on the road. Good luck with that.
Boy, that's typical, Cutler. Could look like that against Brady and then stroll into Buffalo and put up a goose egg.
Listen, I'm a fan. What do I know? But I still think without Gronkowski, that's why New England loses on Monday night. Do you have any?
I agree. They were never going to cover the 11.5. That's a place where they just don't play well. And with Pittsburgh next week, what people don't realize is New England didn't need that game. They didn't need that game Monday night because they have the Jets and Buffalo at home, and they go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got 2 losses. New England's got 3. They beat Pittsburgh. They get home field advantage. They're not going to lose to the Bills or the Jets at home. So the big game is this week at Pittsburgh. They didn't need the game, so they're never going to cover the 11.5. If they have Gronk, they win the game outright. I mean, they win by 3 or 7. But That's the big difference Gronk will make. And we'll segue right into that game. I don't know about New England laying 3 on the road, but I will tell you this. This is the early Christmas gift for me to everyone out there. If the posted total in the Super Bowl between Atlanta and New England was 59, and they went over, granted, took overtime, but they got over. And Joe Flacco in Baltimore, who averages 17 points a game, can score 38 on Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. And Joe Flacco in Pittsburgh and Baltimore can combine for 77 points. The posted total in New England-Pittsburgh is 53. Early Christmas gift. Go over 53. I think first team to 40 is your winner.
Wow,
New England-Pittsburgh over 53.
All right. There's your little gift. And by the way, it's BrandonLang.com. I'm not going to – we'll do one more. Packers.
Rodgers is back, baby!
But it's interesting. He's back, but he is bringing down expectations. If you read the story this morning, he's talking about, listen, I'm not back to save the Packers here. I'm just going to go out and play. Hopefully we all rise above and ... What do you think?
He's setting himself up that if I fail, I told you that I'm not here to save the season. I personally think that between these two, with Aaron being back, he's going to be a bit rusty, but you can get after that Carolina defense. Again, that posted total is 47. I think the game falls on 3. If you buy Green Bay to 3.5 or you buy the Carolina Panthers down to 2.5, you're probably safe. I'm going to go over 47 in this one. I think Green Bay moves the ball against Carolina, and conversely, I think Carolina's offense is looking pretty good. I'm going to go over 47.
All right.
Brandon, quickly before you go, it's the final Thursday night of the season. Do you expect that this Thursday night football contract will be renewed by the networks? What do you expect for Thursdays next year?
I think they'll continue to do it because
every week
there's too much money out there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I do, but I think they modify it that a team coming off their you can't have a team coming off their bye week to play on Thursday because then they get another 7 days off. You couldn't do it unless you rotated every team over 2 seasons, so everybody gets that basically 2 weeks off.
Right, and then you'd have to have buys in week 2 and week 16, which you never would do.
Yep, you never do. It's
right.
Tough, and the players are getting injured and whatever. But listen, they're greedy. Listen, I'll be very vivid with this. The owners understand that the players are a piece of meat to them, and that's the truth. And it's you're herding cattle. That with they don't care about their bodies and who gets hurt. It's the revenue and the money it puts in their pocket. And that's all they care about, and all they ever will care about. That's why there really are no guaranteed contracts in the NFL. That's why when a player gets hurt, see ya, next man up. It's true. It's you're forgotten if you're injured in the NFL because it's the next man up because that's the way it is.
Brandon Lang at the website before you do anything this weekend. BrandonLang.com. As always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Brandon Lang.